4B4, Vulnerability Scanners and Configuration Compliance. Vulnerability scanners return data concerning potential security risks that allow IT personnel to view the network the way a potential hacker might, clearly seeing the potential avenues of denial of service attacks or gaining information through packet sniffing. Vulnerability scanners often prioritize the weakness they discover, assign different values to represent the potential damage a hacker could cause within a network by exploiting a specific weakness. This allows network administrators to prioritize repair work by indicating which node presents the greatest security risks. Network vulnerability scanning has traditionally been an active operation. Systems are probed, prodded, and occasionally crashed. Vulnerability scanning can be dangerous operations since active scanning yields extremely sensitive security information that can be misused. The idea behind passive scanning is that the system expose a lot of information about themselves in normal communications. Active scanning can discover more, but passive scanning may be enough to help target-based IDS. Active scanners. Active scanners send transmission to the network nodes, examining the response they receive to evaluate whether a specific node represents a weak point within the network. A network administrator can also use an active scanner to simulate an attack on the network, uncovering weakness a potential hacker could spot, or examine a node following an attack to determine how an attacker breached security. Active scanners can take action to autonomously resolve security issues, such as blocking a potential dangerous IP address. Passive scanners. Passive scanners identify the active operating system, application, and ports through a network, monitoring activity to determine the network's vulnerabilities. However, while passive scanners can provide information about the weaknesses, they can't take action to resolve the security problems. These scanners can check the current software and patch versions of network devices, indicating which devices are using software that presents a potential gateway for hackers or Trojan attacks, and reference this information against public databases containing lists of current patches. A network administrator can set passive scanning to run continuously or to operate at specific intervals. There are some vulnerability scanning limitations and shortcomings. While vulnerability scanners can facilitate network security risks, they can't replace the expertise of trained personnel. Scanners are capable of returning false positives, indicating a weakness where none exists, and false negatives, in which the scanner overlooked the security risk. Qualified personnel need to carefully check the data their scanners return to detect erroneous results. A scanner's threat assessment is based solely on its database of known exploits, and a scanner can't exploit upon the data it uncovers to conceive of new and novel methods a hacker may use to attack the network. Vulnerability scanning also takes up a considerable amount of bandwidth, potentially slowing the network's compliance or the network's performance. Now, into configuration compliance. For a robust and secure network, policies and controls are established regarding the configuration settings for each device profile, such as router, switches, server, and desktop. Using configuration management technologies ensures that these policies and controls are complied with on an ongoing basis, thus providing a comprehensive set of network and management tools for enterprise management. The configuration compliance management is a process to set policy, implement, and then audit network device configurations against that policy. Configuration compliance management processes and reports are required to meet external regulatory requirements, including file integrity monitoring. There are some benefits to this. This provides benefits such as managing change and complexity. This is to align policies, the service capabilities to the infrastructure given while mixing continuous updates and regulatory compliance standards for applications and keeping best practices and configuration guidelines in appliance databases. There's mitigating risk, such as limiting the tool set